Hey you guys, so this wig went on pretty quickly. Not only was I in a rush, but the wig is already pre-cut and pretty much ready to go. This is a synthetic wig by Gorgius, their brown highlight wig. It comes equipped to be glueless, but I'm always a little extra and I like to melt the lace into my skin. So all I had to do was tint the lace first. It was already cut. So after I tint it, I protect my wig with a little wig spray and brush it out with a good quality wig brush. As I showed you at the beginning, I use a lace tint mousse, but when I put the wig on, the lace was just looking slightly dark for me. So I just get a wet towel and wipe a little bit of that off, and then I take a dry towel and wipe a little bit of that off. I might have wiped a little too much off this time, but that's an easy way to just clean up the hairline if you get your wig on and the lace is not the color if you've put too much tint on it. One thing I love about lace tint mousse is that the more you put on, the darker, and the less you put, the lighter it will tint your lace. This wig has a little tiny closure up there, just the middle part. So I'm using my hot comb, focusing on the back of the comb just to get those bumps out to help the wig look a little less wiggy if possible. Today I decided to use my Bougie Slay Spray because it melts really good and dries really fast, and that's what I needed today. I like to try different products just to see what works the best for me, but this is one of my favorite lace melt sprays. If you follow me, I will be focusing on a lot of different products. So first I want to get that lace melting spray a little sticky, so I use my blow dryer on medium heat just until it gets a little sticky. A closure is good if you have low edges like me, because when I pull the wig over my widow's peak, I would have to pull it all the way down to my eyes in order to cover the sides, and I'm not trying to deal with that type of customization. So the lace melted really easily, but the hairline, I felt, especially on the sides, could have used some plucking. But I'm gonna wear it just like this. The middle of it was plucked really well. I thought that was kind of cute how they had it plucked right there in the middle. So what I'm gonna do is take the rat tail comb, and what you didn't see me do was dip the comb into a little lace melting spray, and I put more spray on the top, and that just helps the lace blend in just a little bit more into your skin. And then I'm going to take my hair dryer just to reinforce that, and you're going to see me cleaning up this hairline quite a bit. This wig was a very silky texture. The hair was very realistic hair. It was really beautiful hair, like human hair, if you like silky hair. But one of the problems with the silky hair is that right in the front, I was kind of fighting with those fibers from getting just stuck under my lace, and that's what you see me fooling with a lot here. So I often use a wet towel to help clean up my hairline while I'm drying it, which works really well for me. Sometimes that lace melting spray can get a little sticky and just create some little white flakes, and that you do not want. So I actually do like Gorgius. I've worn their wigs before. The lace melts really easy, but all of their wigs are glueless. I thought this one was really pretty. I like the color. It's like a super dark brown on top, and then some lighter brown to blonde highlights. actually under the hair. I wish I had the time and the patience to pluck a little more, because I would have plucked the sides some more. So I'm using my LA Colors palette with a shade of powder a little lighter than my skin to go down that part, simply to try to hide some of that screen door look a little bit. The knots on this are actually really small. That was one impressive thing about this wig. Then you're going to see me using Ruby Kisses a little bit on the front, in the knots. I switched to my Ruby Kisses in the front because I have a couple of darker shades of brown on that palette. I haven't found any major makeup that is just a miracle worker, so I've been having the same cheap little powder palettes for a while now. So I always use a little edge control. That was my Me L on the sides there, because I have those low edges and my wigs rarely cover my edges, and they can. I just don't have time for that type of customization. So I'm slowing down just a little bit so that you guys can get a look at the colors in this wig. I got this wig on Amazon. Again, it's the Gorgius highlighted brown wig. It's glueless, pre-cut. I usually don't like pre-cut, but they did a good job with cutting this one. It has the zigzag cut, not straight across, and they left just enough lace. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye-bye.